Okay, I think that we've got plenty of crystals coming in here. Oh, no, we need blue. What do we need? What do we need for blue now? It's circuit boards. It's freaking circuit boards. All right. Well, you know what? This is a good time to perhaps do circuit boards properly. It's literally just iron. Literally just iron and copper. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna tear out some pretty key aspects of the base and redo. The only real problems in the base relate to the original designed bits, right? The rest of the base is actually like reasonably okay. This is a bit of a disaster, but it's fine. Circuit boards need to be improved upon, and indeed, I think it's actually super easy for us to do. So planetary logistics, let's get planetary logistics like down over here, right in the center of the base. Okay, and we'll still use this central hub. We'll still use the central hub as like the place. Oh, perfect. Maybe not so perfect. Okay. Yeah, we'll still use this as the central place for all of our circuit boards to be stored. But we're just going to need to, like, pump a huge number of circuit boards in here. Hence why I'm thinking, let's get a planetary logistics system. Let's get some level 3 belts on the go. And let's move it in very, very large quantities. Or move the circuit boards in very, very large quantities over here. Okay, no, we need to be going from... You know, why don't I just raise the copper belt? Raising the copper belt is much cheaper, much easier. There we go. Just that simple. Okay, so local demand, circuit board. Because I think that, you know, we don't necessarily need to have... We don't need to necessarily have all of our circuit boards forever going through this place, but there's a lot of... There's a lot of circuit board tech that we do have that's already being dispatched from this point, and so we can work it into our network. We might as well. Okay. Yeah, I know we can use splitters. I know we can use splitters as junctions. I just don't like using splitters. I feel like it's just not... It doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't sit right with me. Maybe it's just because you know, I've come from Factorio. It just feels like bad practice, you know? In my humble opinion. You know, everyone is, of course, allowed to hold other opinions. But that's how I feel about it. Okay, let's pick up another planetary logistics hub, and that's fine. We need titanium, which we can do from this chest over here. Excellent, and we'll go get some more of this proton fuel stuff. Oops. I can't believe it. Blue science was the straw that broke the camel's back. Disappointing. Alright, make 2 of these. Okay. If it's just iron and copper that we need. We actually have iron and copper over here. I feel like maybe this is the exact perfect place to set this up. Yeah. Okay, so we have copper over yonder. And iron over here. Let's set up a semi-independent iron smelting setup. The reason that it needs to be semi-independent is that I would really, really, really like to not slow down construction of the particle containers over there. Okay. Iron, which we always seem to flip and need. Man, you take it for granted in Factorio when all of the drones deliver you all of the resources that you need, and you just always have like a backlog of certain resources. And then you play a game like this, and it just all goes away. All goes away. I know that I'm about to run out of juice. But what can you do, eh? Alright. This is going to be as high production of... as high production of circuit boards as we possibly can. Can I just stick a deuterium fuel rod? Yeah, stick a deuterium fuel rod onto cook. And then we'll get a little bit more belts. Front side, back side. Let's bury this coal whilst we're waiting. There we go. Excellent. So now we no longer have to worry about that. We'll extend this along. And we'll bring this right up the back here. Alrighty. I think we are just about ready to rock and roll. We may need to get slightly better sorters. But we can worry about that. We can worry about that a little bit later. Okay. And we are almost certainly going to need one additional mine, maybe two, just to ensure that the proper volume is large enough here. Cool. I really just need to do more mech upgrades in general. To be honest, the upgrade side of the tech tree is one that I've not really done too much in. You know, as you can sort of see by the fact that it's almost all completely empty. Whereas the technology stuff, you know, we're pretty much done with the technology stuff. I mean, we got a couple of high-level things to do, but I need to focus more on upgrades. I do need to focus more on upgrades. It's a big old priority, and it needs to be a little bit higher on the list, I think. Okay. So, let's do we'll just do it. We'll do it over here. And circuit boards. Right, now, a splitter. A splitter right on the corner here seems about apt. Pretty certain that we have a splitter spare. It's honestly been very, very surprising at how infrequently I've actually used splitters. Kind of thought that I would use splitters a lot more than I have, but usage has really been very, very minimal. Right, let's get level 3 inserters here. Might be a little bit of overkill, but there we go. Right, and then we can stick this... Actually, no, I'd rather just get a completely independent interplanetary hub over here, unless there's another interplanetary hub nearby. I mean, obviously there's this one, but that's an interstellar hub, and I don't really need to be going interstellar. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Alright. Bit of a stupid location for it, but whatever. Right, so circuits. Man, we are going to have loads and loads of circuits here. For that reason, let's see. Oh, God, we're going to need more of these levitation engines, aren't we? I can feel it. Right, let's MacGyver a solution here. The solution is that we're going to have a storage crate that is limited in numbers. that should prioritize the output of the first assembly machine that is constructing levitation things. That does not work, but it should work. There we go. Okay. That'll work a little bit better, I think. That will work a little bit better. What is it that we need? Is it just iron? How on earth do we still need more iron? We just need more iron ore. Somewhat surprised to see this. We can get some more iron ore. Here we go. Ditch this and rework this a little bit. All right. It's not the prettiest, but it does end up working out. It does end up working out not too badly. Let's prioritize output to here now, and then any excess output can head along here. Also, belt speed here is maybe slightly problematic, but on the whole looks to be averaging out at a pretty decent pace. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Okay, I said that I wanted level 3 belt for this belt that's running from circuit board assembly area into the planetary logistics system. I do mean that. I still think that that's what we're after. We just need more of these flippin' levitation engine things, which is taking an irritatingly long time. Again, you're prioritizing. Interesting. Do the sorters prioritize shorter journeys? I feel like they might, given that we're not seeing any... Given that we're not seeing that sorter level 2 doing the heavy lifting here. Either way, managed to pick up a couple from the belt there. How many does this give us? Not many. We need more iron now. Goodness gracious me. There's always flipping something, isn't there? There's always flipping something. Right, come on. Make more belts. There we go. Okay, so that should be more than enough level 3 belts to get all the way down here. In fact, we already have enough. Excellent. Then we make sure that we have level 3 inserters as well. And right into the core there. Brilliant. Let's say that you are circuit board, supply. Excellent. Okay, this is blisteringly quick. And that's exactly what we like to see. Very, very happy with that. If we have supply issues, again, you know, we can just upgrade our belt here, probably, which is what we're going to almost certainly have to end up doing in order to keep up the pace. Either way, we've got loads and loads in storage now, so we can take off. That was a bit of a bumpy landing, or a bit of a bumpy takeoff, I should say. And we'll fly over here, and we'll say, you are demand, local demand. Yeah, so this should be working, but the issue is that we just ain't got the drones. The drones, however, can be constructed with just a little bit of iron. 6 drones. Let's get 6 drones. Let's do it. Honestly, more drones in general. Pretty sure that's what we really require. Also, we're hitting 100% of our power satisfaction at this moment in time, which is not only remarkable, but surprising too. So let's juice up whilst the going is good. Actually discharge our capacitors a little bit. And what do we happen to need? Need more steel. Need more steel to make drones. Honestly, I think the saying goes something along the lines of, you know, sort out your own house before sorting out somebody else's house. Immortalized by airlines asking you to put on your own mask before you put on the mask of a child or or somebody else who you're accompanying. Similarly to that, we should first sort out planetary logistics drones, and then we should sort out interplanetary logistics drones. It's just that simple. Either way, we got a lot of drones that are now going to be bringing a huge number, I hope, of circuit boards to the center of the base. We'll continue to add drones as and when they are produced, and we should be producing them fairly regularly over here now. Also, let's have a little look at the drone that's going to Frommelhout. That's actually a good third. No, it's not even a third of the way. I can't even fake that that's even that far. Maybe if you look at it from like this angle, it looks like it's almost there. It's not even, okay, it's not even close. What is that, like a fifth maybe? Looks like a fifth of the way across there. One single stupid logistics vessel. It is, well, it's unique, that's for sure. Okay. So, this is excellent. This is excellent. This is really, really good. This is going to make a colossal difference, I think. There we go. Keep moving all of the drones across here. And that's going to give us blue science cubes, hopefully by the dozen. Very, very excited to see that. Alright, what do we need? It's still more circuit boards. Still more circuit boards. That is what we're after. Yeah, getting logistics drone speed, honestly, would be pretty big. Pretty darn big. Let's continue to make more drones, because more drones equals more research. More research equals more drone speed and more drone capacity, to be honest. So what have I queued up in my tech tree? We've got 200 mecha fuel. No, sorry. We've got 2 construction drones. Fine. Then we've got 200 mecha fuel. Then we've got... I don't need any of this. And then we've got the vertical launching silo. Let's ditch all of that for now. Let's head back to upgrades. And then let's just work exclusively on drones for a little while. Logistics carrier engine. Yes. Easy. 5 logistics drone carrying capacity. Yeah. Easy enough. Easy enough. We need logistics carrier engine 4. And we'll queue that up. Then we'll queue that up. Then we'll queue that up. I mean, I think that's really the order of operations here. There we go. Let's add more drones. Okay, we are moving a pretty considerable number of circuit boards now, which is grand, but it's still not enough. It's still not enough. We need an obscene number of circuit boards. But this is a pretty good system, though. It's a pretty good system. Are we maxed out at the height of this tower? I think we are. Yeah, I think we are. Cool. We can probably get more blue cube construction facilities if we wanted to. I don't think it's super necessary. Not at this moment in time. Yeah, it's fine. It is going to take a lot of power to move all of these circuit boards across the map. At the end of the day, though, I think we're okay for power. 80% satisfaction at the moment, 100% satisfaction. I think we should be okay for power. I think power is the least of our problems at this moment in time. Pure speculation, but I do believe it to be true. I do believe it to be true. Alright, so this area is looking good. Fine. This is working well. This is all working a lot more smoothly now, which is great. Perfect. And we're going to continue to manufacture a huge number of particle containers, which is grand. You know what? Let's start exporting particle containers again. We can start adding them back into the system now. Very cool. Okay, communication control, +2 construction drones. I mean, that by itself is pretty nice. Pretty darned nice. Right, so Casimir crystals we're a go for. Casimir crystals we are a go. Or we will be go for in, like, I don't know, 4 bits of research tech once we have the ability to warp our ships around. I should probably automatically produce warp fuel. Let's go and do that. Excuse me? Can I fly forwards, please? Thank you, video game. Don't know why I was weirdly blocked from flying forwards there. Very, very strange indeed. Add a solar cells here. I don't even want to throw any more solar cells down the drain. We'll just leave that there for now. Okay, thankfully the fix for turning these graviton lenses into warp fuel is ridiculously easy. We nab one of those. And then as soon as it's built, we stick it down. Again, this area pretty temporary. Go, because this is all going to be changed. This is all going to be changed once we get green science as well. Because then we get 8. We get 8 times the warp fuel. 8 times the warp fuel. Oh, that's going to be incredible, actually. I'm very, very much looking forward to getting a much better return on my warp fuel. That's not possible. There we go. And there we go. Alrighty. Let's export local supply. Supply of warp fuel. And the power is off, but the power will be on as soon as I connect that up. And we should be good. We should be good. I can stick one drone in there. Kraken. It's going to take a little while. It's going to take a long time, in fact, to get that system properly working, but it's okay. We can afford for it to take a long time. That is grand. Okay, these circuits are looking good. Slight problem, though. I don't think that we have enough of them coming through yet. Actually, no, tell a lie. We have now got a very, very satisfactory backlog of circuits over here. Oh, here's a issue that I never considered would be problematic. The exporter is not going fast enough. It's too far. Yeah, it turns out that wasn't the problem. Turns out blue cube production wasn't the problem. It was just that my sorters were still garbage, in fact. How is this not working? Okay, let's address this completely. Right, level 3 belts. Level 3 belt. In fact, I could just rework this area. I've got loads of matrix labs. It's an idea. It's an idea. What do we need? Magnets. We need more magnets in order to get the magnetic coils over here. Okay. Let's ditch this. Ditch this. Ditch this belt. And then let's also take this out here too. I think that we can probably keep this belt roughly the same. But if we rework this in such a fashion... Alright. Let's give this a punt. Cannot fit a belt in the middle there. The whole point of this strategy was fitting a belt in the middle here. Because then, you should just be able to extend the belt down the side, and then all of the output can head off down here. Have a little pile of storage in this vicinity. And then we have output and output right onto the belt over here. Excellent. Okay, produce blue cubes. Produce blue cubes. Input and input. And make sure that it's all powered. Very nice. Very, very, very nice indeed. Okay, even that improvement will yield big rewards. Yeah, very, very, very happy with that. This system, however, is continuing to just not work as it should. Not work as it should at all, because we are in need of way more magnets. We've got so many magnetic coils that are actually sitting separate from everything else. I almost feel like maybe we just re-enter these all back into the system now, because that's going to be a lot of blue cubes right there. Yeah, we could have this solely devoted to the blue cube area, and in fact, to be honest, I think that's a pretty good idea. So let's get that set up. There we go. So we do something like this. We allow this to come down here. Yoink that away. And then we do that there. And then that there. Yeah, fine. I mean, it's not super fast. We'll probably want to get a faster splitter here, but that's okay. That's fine. All right, so that's gonna be blue science cubes. Not necessarily done and dusted, but it's at least gonna give it an additional lease of life. Let's stack them up to the max. Wonderful. I do love how the stacking works. It's very cool. Very, very cool. And let's triple up our basic inserters for no reason other than that I don't really want to use level 3 inserters. We don't really need to necessarily, because we need to use them for certain high-speed applications like this one, for example. Like, there needs to be a level 3 inserter over here. There we go. All right, looking good. So, let's progress on with this research. We've managed to stockpile around about 200 cubes. Pretty decent. Take that up. And I'll add my 6 cubes to the total as well. There we go. Alrighty. Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. This is a wee bit ahead. Maybe a couple of hours, I would say. There we go. Logistics carrier engine. Beautiful. All right. Look at... Oh, my goodness. Look at the speed of these things now. Blisteringly quick. Okay, logistics carrier capacity. This is going to be very, very, very fast. And then we'll have the next one here. Yeah, logistics engine next. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think it's a couple of hours ahead, perhaps. I don't know. I think we got a couple more. The videos are basically daily, right? Videos are basically daily, and so we are what, like maybe four hours ahead of the last video, I think. Muffin Puncher. If that makes sense. Cool. Cool. This is looking great. This is looking cracking. Yes, we have shipments between planets currently working. Everything seems to be working great. We have inter-solar system shipments working as well, which is pretty pog, as they say. But it's going to take us a long time for our first logistics vessel to actually get back from that voyage, as it isn't capable of interstellar flight. So there you go. 5 logistics drone carrying capacity. Excellent. That's good. We're still moving a huge number of circuits across here. How many? Oh, we got loads. We got loads of magnetic coils that are just chilling out over here. Wonderful. Okay. Right. So, Casimir crystals. Casimir crystals. Let's go and have a little look-see. Casimir crystals over here. And then let's set up the other part of the process, which is titanium glass. Okay. So, the optical grading crystal is going to be arriving at some point in the near future. And by near future, I mean near hours. Right, so that gets combined with... That gets combined with the titanium glass, which is made in a replicator. Let's make 2 of them. What's the ratio here? It takes 4 seconds to make. Takes 12 seconds to make. Okay, we're probably going to have too many Casimir crystals then, I guess. Because if I'm doing the maths right, if we can make 1 in 4 seconds, and it takes 12 seconds, we should actually probably keep this as a single unit. We can keep it, we can leave it there for now. I'm just trying to balance this out a little bit. Okay. We do have a couple of fusion plants. Pretty sure that our power satisfaction at the moment is not great, but I mean it fluctuates a little bit. I'm not overly concerned with our state of power at the moment. Yeah, okay, so this is where we're gonna make the plane filter. Right? So we get this down, so at least we've got like a reference point. And the other thing that we need to get is titanium glass, which is also made in a replicator. Let's make 2 more of those. Surprisingly, we need more graphene as well. All right, well, graphene is fine. We got plenty of graphene here. Pick up a little bit more. Cool. Right, so let's put this down so that I can get a good visual representation of the recipe. I am looking for titanium glass. Yes, so we have glass production locally. We have glass production locally. We need water and titanium. It's actually super easy. Why was I ever moaning about this? This is ridiculously easy. This is ridiculously easy indeed. Okay, let's go make it over here. Let's go make it over here. How long does it take to make? It takes 5 seconds. Okay, let's start with 3. We'll start with 3. We may need a few more. That's fine. Logistics carrier level 2. Nice. So, glass at the moment is pretty easy to come by. And it's going to be even easier to come by in the future. Okay. Kraken. And let's burn off some of this junk. There we go. Titanium, on the other hand, is... If it's not local, it's definitely around. It's around somewhere. What do we need? Particle fiber? Carbon nanotube? Why do we not have carbon nanotubes coming through? Video game? Oh no. Oh, we backlogged on hydrogen. Oh, I need to find some flipping use for hydrogen. Yeah, that's not ideal, to be honest with you. Let's get maybe some better storage. By better storage, I mean let's get some storage tanks properly established. Kind of like we have over here. Because this is no good. Also, we are very, very, very uber low on steel production. Yeah, here. Oops. Right. Produce, I don't know, maybe 3 of these. Something like that. Need foundation support. We have 1 foundation support. I think it's going to be enough. I was burning it. I was burning it at a point, but it became more trouble than it was worth, really. That was the problem. So I've elected just to leave it there and address the problem later. I suppose if I do have, yeah, I have a couple of these Bernie boys right here. Let's see if we can burn off a little bit of it. I don't think it's gonna be altogether too useful. But it'll at least make a little bit of a difference. There you go. Okay. So we got a little bit of hydrogen here. Still fine. I still think nuclear power is our best bet of solving our power problem. Either way, this process is scalable. Not overly concerned at that at all. Let's head back over here and finish up with the glass production. Yep. Titanium glass, that is. And also, can we just get 1 cheeky? There we go. We totally can just get 1 cheeky planetary logistics system. And I think a planetary logistics system is what we're going to need in order to move titanium over here. Water can be done with the addition of a pump. We'll get 3 pumps. I think 3 is probably overkill. Okay. Okay, juice it up. There we go. We're gonna have... What is it? Local request of titanium. Demand. Can we do demand? Is that a thing that we can actually do? Here's the thing. We have titanium coming in. Local supply, remote demand. Yeah, I actually think that we totally can do that. If we move this around. Local supply, remote demand. So then we make sure that this is set on demand. But it's only local demand. Ah, yes, here it comes. Literally right now. Brilliant. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. Alright, that has to go. That has to go. We do need like a ridiculously large number of drones. Just in general, but also we need to just have more. Oh, God, what did I do that for? We do need way more drones. We need way more drones. Which again, you know, puts a further strain on the power network. There we go. All right, and then the last piece of this puzzle is, believe it or not, simple water, which we should now be able to do, given that we have some extractors here. Logistics carrier engine 3. We are 1 engine away from being able to warp. Speed should be pretty great now, actually. Should be pretty great. I think that I probably want to automatically manufacture... drones. Both types of drones, actually, now that I think about it. Would be a good tech to have. And I feel like it's one of those things, you know, in Factorio you always need more and more and more drones, and you know, when you eventually get to the point of automating them, it's a marvelous day. I think we're probably going to be in the same boat very, very shortly indeed, where we're just going to need way more drones than we can reasonably craft by hand. Is that going to the... No, that's not going to the factory. That's going to the belt. Not where we need it to be. There we go. Nope. Yes. Yes. Excellent. Good stuff. Okay. Current research is the warp drive for the ships. The interstellar logistics vessels. Cool. I should check the ratios, actually. I should check the ratios to see what is required. How much water is it? It's 2 water. Yeah, we may need to speed up the sorter of that. We may need to speed up the sorter. In fact, almost certainly we will need to speed up the sorter. Actually, looks like the ratios good. Looks, I mean, it's not blisteringly quick, but it does seem to be replenishing the water before the construction is finished. I know that we're at, you know, low power, but that proportionally means that the sorters are also moving slightly slower. So that's not terrible. Right, I know I need to juice up. Cool. Right, let's eat a single deuterium fuel rod, because I can, I guess. Man, we are consistently out of iron. This needs to go over here. Oh, that's a nasty belt right there. That is a really nasty belt. But it's fine. Okay, so this is a pretty long process. If it's a long process, I'm kind of like, the sorters can just be level 1. You know, we don't necessarily need to worry about it. It needs more iron. Cool. But yeah, I should really move to like level 3 sorters as a base. I tell you what, when we do the drone automation, we'll do sorter level 3 construction. That's not a very good idea. This needs to be redone here as well. This is super not good. Because now we don't have any steel production. And we need steel for something here. I don't know what we need it for. We need steel for... Oh, that steel is for titanium alloy over there. Interesting. I think that is literally our only use for steel at this moment in time. I mean, fine, to be honest. We can probably reconfigure this to be a little bit more efficient and not take a huge number of resources. There we go. Rework this in here. And then... Alright, I said that I would make it better. I'm not really sure that I have made it better. But there we go. That's what's happening now. That's going to give us steel production. We don't need a lot of steel. We don't need a lot of steel for titanium alloys, I don't think. It's a little bit, but it's not much. As long as we've got a bit. As long as we got a bit coming through, it's not going to be a big deal. Steel production is also not super difficult to automate at a later date if we need to. Not a problem. Not even slightly close to a problem. We need 1,000. We need 1,000 purple boys. We need 1,000 purple boys in order to make this setup really pop. How many have we got? 230. Every time that I come back to check on the purple production area, it seems like we've always got about 200. And I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's because we're obviously not producing purple boys fast enough. I get that, but fiber optic broadband always seems to be problematic. It's because there are so many gosh darn components in fiber optic broadband, or whatever, regular broadband, whatever it's called. Carbon nanotubes require graphene as well, which is seemingly still in ridiculously short supply, irritatingly, because we've increased the number of chemical plants that turn fire ice into graphene, but yeah, it's okay. Alright, so the Casimir crystals will be operational. Will be operational at some point soon, as soon as our drones get back from the next solar system, the next door solar system. That's all that we're really waiting for. The plane filter should be absolutely ready to go, and it is ready to go if only we get the output sorted here. There we go, cracking. So that's the titanium glass that we've got. Wonderful. And then we have the titanium glass as an input over here. After that, we combine processors, I believe. I think we combine processors with the titanium... Sorry, not the titanium glass. The plane filter. To make the quantum chip, it's a processor and it's 2 plane filters. So 2 processors, 2 plane filters in order to make a quantum chip. That quantum chip is then combined with the graviton beam in order to make the gravity matrix. And we actually are able to make 2 gravity matrices here. So, pretty good. Pretty good. Just looking at the ratio here for a sec. The ratio between quantum chip and gravity matrix takes 6 seconds. Takes 6 seconds to make a quantum chip, but 24 seconds to make a gravity matrix. And then it takes 12 seconds to make a plane filter. So we basically need double the number of plane filter manufacturing areas to half the number of quantum chip manufacturing areas. That doesn't make sense. But if we have 3 here, then we need 1.5 quantum chip manufacturing things. If that makes sense.